From Carolina Softball Stadium in Columbia. Third and final game of the series between 7th ranked Tennessee and number 25 South Carolina. Tennessee took the first game in extra innings on Saturday, 2-1 in 10, then including extra innings here on Saturday. Ground ball out to shortstop. That's gathered by Brooke Blankenship. And that's the way the game begins. Kiki grounds out to short. RBI that tied the game at 1 in the third inning, and then it took 10. That's slow ground ball to short, backhanded, and the throw by Blankenship in time to get Pooney. With 2 grounds, giving up that run in the 10th. And they pitched an inning and a third of relief yesterday and did not allow a run. That's popped up left side. Denver Bryant under it, makes the catch. 3 balls to the left side.
And what we saw from her last season, she's always had the high velocity with her fastball.
First pitch swinging, and that's hit by Jen Cummings on the ground at first. Nice backhand by Pooney, who takes it herself.
It feels like she's practically standing right in front of you.
Ooh, strike 3 call on that 3-2 pitch. Blampede, I think, thought that to a full count on Blampede. Got a called strike 3 and a 3-2. Bryant has popped up on the infield, and Destiny Rodriguez wants that. The second baseman makes the catch. So both sides go 3 up, 3 down in the first. Riley West waiting on a 3-2 pitch from Marjetko. And that is strike 3 call on the inside corner. The first strikeout for Sage. Marjetko is going to win it, and when the winner's there, then we're the one we'll start our prep. And that ball smacked towards center field. Blampede back to the warning track and runs down that ball off the bat from Destiny Rodriguez.
It'll possibly go. You want it to seem harder in practice than it is in the game.
Taylor Panel bounces it behind first. Jen Cummings takes it to the back. 3 unassisted. 6 up, 6 down for Marjetko to start tonight.
Then you might be on time for the changeups, right?
Ooh, not bad, not bad. All right, slow roller past Pickens, and no play there for Destiny Rodriguez. Slow developing on that ground ball, but Kiana Jones taking a little bit of that sting off, but it's still got quite a bit, I bet. 3-2 pitch again. It's off the glove of Pickens. It's going to trickle to the right side, and no play for Rodriguez when she gets to it. A comebacker to Pickens. That should be a base hit for Nia Black. First game on Saturday. Lays down a perfect bunt. Throw to first. Katsoyanopoulos in time, but Henderson lays down the perfect sacrifice bunt, advancing Jones over to third.
Started game 1. All 3 of those lefties recorded a hit in game 1.
And a strikeout of Shelton. Second of the game for Pickens. And
you don't want to experience that?
I do not have to experience it. That's towards the hole. Mealer got her at first base. Laura Mealer deep in the hole. And they keep South Carolina off the board in the second. Carolina has retired the first 6 Tennessee batters of the game. And that ends here with a ball dropped into right center field. Cut off on the warning track by Carly Henderson. Not before Nugent slides into second with the leadoff double. 6th of the season. Bunted in the air, and that is caught by the catcher, Julie Desiderio. Tennessee unable to get the bunt down, which she has done 7 times this year. Grounds that through the hole left side. Nugent will stop at third. It's played in by Kiana Jones. Mealer, 65 career home runs, so she owns the school record there, and she's owns a single season record with 25 a year ago. There goes the trailing runner. The throw cut off by Blankenship. That was stolen base for Mealer, her 6th of the season. Off the glove. They get the out at first, and staying at third is Nugent. She kind of got hung up in no man's land. Stopped.
Consistency back in your swing, and it seems like Pooney's really found it the past several games.
That's a 4-pitch walk. That's going to load the bases. Let's go back to the at-bat. From 2-0 to 2-2. And strike 3 call on the inside corner. And the freshman gets out of the jam. Am I on the right path?
I think so. A lot of speed for Ricks.
First pitch swinging, grounded to second base. Destiny Rodriguez goes out Blankenship.
I can say with absolute certainty the big strikeouts with runners on board.
And there's a 4-pitch walk to Cummings.
That she can go to if she needs to.
Slow ground ball charged by Destiny. And Rodriguez able to get Blampied at first base. 3-2 pitch coming to Denver Bryant. Missed inside, ball 4.
Pitcher's going to throw.
Even you don't like the word guessing because it implies that you really don't know what's going on.
Exactly, exactly.
0-2 pitch. There's the change piece again. 8th home run of the season for West. A 4-pitch walk. Begins the top of the 4th. She is hearing from head coach Beverly Smith. Directly Bev's voice. That ball's hit deep towards left field. Jones over her head. Up against the fence. Here comes Taylor around third, and she's going to score without a throw. Destiny Rodriguez continuing to shine at RBI double, 1-0 Tennessee.
Watch the way she keeps her hands inside. That means her barrel's staying through the zone incredibly long. That's how she's able to get that power and that pop behind her swing. But look at how long it takes for Kiana Jones to get this ball into home plate. It felt like that relay just was not coming in as quickly as it should have been. And because of that,
Panel bunts off the glove of Bryant, and everybody's going to be safe. Well, Bryant charging and came in so far that it was almost over her head, reached up third. Nobody out for Sophia Nugent, who doubled in her first at bat and takes strike 1. No throw down to second as Panel picks up her first stolen base. It's
in all different directions.
Yes.
Dude, she's fouled off everything.
puts this in play to right field. This should be deep enough to get Allen home from third. The throw is going to come towards third base. Pretty good, very good throw from Carly Henderson, but late as Panel advances to third. A sac fly for Nugent, her 19th RBI. A sac fly brought in the second run, and now Katsoyanopoulos. Did she go? Yes. It's Destiny Robinson, the umpire at first base, and that's a strikeout of Katsoyanopoulos.
Take a look at the side view here. Oh, I don't think she went on that one.
Get to the bottom of the fourth. Ball's rocketed towards right center field. Blampied sees it sail over her head and up against the fence. Panel is in, and in with a head first slide at second base is Laura Mueller. The 21st RBI, and it's been a 3-run inning.
Wasting no time in this at bat, doing a nice job of keeping her hands inside. Look at the way that she even opens up her front side by stepping out towards third base. Drives this inside pitch the opposite direction into that right center gap. A really nice piece of hitting by Laura Mueller.
Carter goes down again and gets a strikeout of Malloy to end the threat, but Tennessee scores 3, and we come back and we'll visit with head coach. You have a 3-person umpiring crew, and you play 3 games in a series.
It's part of the game, adjusting to the zones.
Yeah,
right?
you're going to see 3 different zones in 3 days. Slightly different. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Black.
Hit those pitches, but oftentimes that can work against you.
Ball's popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Zeta Puni, first base, comes down the line. Yeah, if you have somebody that throws this in playing like she's kind of getting to a level all to herself here these days. And there she goes off speed and gets 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hey, Madison, this is what we call a whiff coming up.
And it's a big one right here. Pulling the string on this changeup. Pickens feeling good.
Right back to it, and Vaughter picks up the strikeouts. Yep.
That's the right call on that one.
Definitely so. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Gibson. Waters come in and struck out all 3 batters. She is.
He gives recognition as a torchbearer, reminds all students that those who bear the torch of enlightenment shadow themselves to give light to others.
Water. And this 3-2 pitch. Up the middle. Diving attempt by Rodriguez. It's into center field. Third into the game for South Carolina. Their first since the second inning. Average a bit above 300 for Brooke. We hit right at the 300 mark a season ago for South Carolina. They get a half dozen strikeouts for Pickens.
You can see the athletic movement that she has to be able to get up and get those balls that are up above her head.
And there is strike 3 on the high outside corner.
Or, of course, with that changeup, you're just trying to get that batter off time enough to where they don't square it up.
That's put in play to third on a soft line to Gibson to retire the side. We have finished 5 in Columbia. And she has another rock solid at bat. Hits that down the left field side. Kiana Jones gets it back in quickly. You just take her collection of plate appearances, these 3 games, she's probably been the most consistent Tennessee. That ball is lined to left field. Kiana Jones plays that on a bounce. Quickly fired in Denver Bryant, and Panel and Rodriguez have begun the 6th with back-to-back base hits to the left field corner. Whacked into center field. It scoots past Blampede, gets to the fence. Rodriguez scoring. It's a double for Nugent. Panel to third. Nugent's 2nd RBI of the game, 20th of the season. It's 4-0.
Impressive how quickly Tennessee's been able to adjust their swing paths too, going up against drop balls now. This one low and outside. Sophia Nugent, see that back leg, just how low it gets down to the ground to allow her to get her barrel underneath that low and out.
Popped up on the right side, and Carly Shelton squeezes that. And that's the first out of the inning.
You see her just moving these drop balls back and forth with that pitch in this game.
Past the diving shortstop Blankenship into left center field. It'll score 1. The throw home allows Mealer to take second base. Laura Mealer with her 3rd hit tonight. Gabby Leach stopped at third base.
Gets a bit jammed on this pitch. Another drop ball left a little bit up. Just straight past the diving glove of Brooke Blankenship, and she was having to play right in between the base paths between second and third base because there was a runner over at third to try to cut down that run.
Lost 55 in 2 innings yesterday, and Malloy has it popped up. Zoe Leno over near the dugout makes the catch for out number 2.
Again,
she's the starting pitcher for Jetco. That ball's ripped left field over the head of Kiana Jones and into the screen for a 3-run home run. Zeta Pooney, 7th of the year, and it makes it 8-0.
With the way that Zeta Pooney has been swinging the bat lately, when you look at her numbers, not indicative of how well she's been doing up at the plate. She has so much power. Love the way she utilizes the lower half, opens up the front side, just turns on this pitch. A line drive shot out of the ballpark. Another 3 runs for Tennessee. And now we're into run rule territory here in the top of the 6th inning. As
back up the middle. Diving stop. Blankenship just able to knock it down and keep it on the infield. Gibson has a base hit. Kind of opened the floodgates. She would later score. A little excuse-me swing up the first baseline to coming to retire the side. Tennessee scores 5 in the.
Then a strikeout and a ground out to end that bottom of the 2nd.
Marlon Pickens. Good strikeout number 8.
He's missing her spots a bit, but she's able to regroup very quickly. Not too often have we seen her throw 2-3 balls in a row.
And that's strikeout number 9. Efficiencies. They're off to a strong start. And Pickens finishes the game, striking out the side, finishing with 10 Ks. And Tennessee run rules South Carolina in 6 innings, 8-0.
Another dominant outing this season for Carlin Pickens, too. We talked about how all of her pitches just seemed to be working for her as this game went on. We saw rise balls, we saw drop balls, and now she just pumped in straight heat. That is a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and she continues to keep her velocity up throughout the ball game, too. An outstanding job by Carlin Pickens, setting the tone right at the start of this ball game. Just a relentless mentality from her out there in the circle. And the offense, too. Took them a little bit to get going, but when they finally exploded, just a ton of runs that happened almost in a split second, it seemed like, in this ball game.
Pickens' 14th win of the season. Stick around.